Hi, this is Chris, and I'm going to go quickly. Sorry, I'm going to apologize early about the wind. I got some storms coming through, but I did want to do a review real quickly on a 2014 Toyota 4Runner SR5. So I'm going to get into the engine like I usually start real quick, and then we'll go inside so we get out of the wind noise. This has got the V6. I don't know what size. I've looked around trying to figure out what size of engine. I'll try to post that on the comments. I'll spend some time on the internet looking at it, but I didn't see a sticker for that. This one's obviously a little bit dirty. It's been driven. It's the rental car that I got from National in Austin, Texas. So it's got it's a forward-facing engine. It is a V6. Fair amount of pep. It is, I guess, because of the gearing on the transmission. It's not one of those things that's going to accelerate and run really fast. It's made for off-roading and that type of stuff. As far as your liquids, one of the things I like to point out, everybody's starting to move towards the containers that you can see inside of easily. Your air filter here. This a lot of times they put something on there that tells you what size the engine is. This one didn't. I spent a little bit of time looking. Forward-facing engine, so it does not have an electric fan. It does have just regular, like the good old days. I did point out, this is kind of interesting. 020 is the oil that they recommend. You don't see too many of those in here. It does have a fair amount of pep. It's not one of those things you're just going to go out and race. So don't expect to do that in it. But it does run really well. It keeps up on the engine. I mean, on the highway speeds if you're running with the cruise control on. It's not one of those things where it's going to keep downshifting quite a bit. This does not have a third row seat. It does have a fair amount of trunk space in here. Looks like it's got where these things will fold down. No, this does have a third row. My apologies. Because here's where this does fold up, and you can have the third row, because here's where the seat belts are. It does have a couple of containers to store some things over here to the side. It does have your cigarette lighter adapter here in the back, in addition to regular 110 plug in here, which is a 400 watt plug. So I guess for camping and any other kind of stuff that you would need it for, yeah, you have that. Let's go ahead and step inside. Oh, let's look at the back seat room. So this seat, again, I'm about 6'1", and I've got the seat in a comfortable space for me, and there's a good 12 inches, at least right there. When I did sit in the back seat, I had about an inch between my knees and the seat here, so I was going to be comfortable there. It does have, here in the back seat, some additional cigarette lighters. There's 2 of them back here for that, and then, of course, vents for the air. This does have the cloth seats, so it's not one of those things where it's for luxury, at least not this model. I'm sure there's probably a model that does have the nicer trim. It does drive like a truck. So I think my other review was on the GMC Terrain. It wasn't so much like a truck. Even I rented a Dodge Ram pickup one time, and my opinion was the Dodge Ram pickup did not really ride so much like a truck. This is really bouncy, like what you would get from a truck. The instrument cluster is very nice, very information friendly, not a lot of guesswork. So here's your things where you can navigate around through that. Through the horn, it does have Bluetooth stuff built in. The cruise control, like any kind of Toyota, is always down here on that. So you can control some other volumes. The stereo in it actually works really well. Sounds pretty good. It's the standard touch screen, so when it comes up, it's got the nice things, which you put it in reverse, and there's the backup camera. Of course, it's going to show because I got the trunk up. It does have apps, which this is something new for me at least. So I can get in. Let's see what the weather is, and I'll say kind of where I'm at. You're going to get ready to know where I'm at. So as you can see, I'm over here in San Marcos, which I'm actually just outside of San Marcos. So what the weather's going to be and what it currently is right now. So it's nice. So I want to see what what the 3-day weather's going to be. So that's where I was talking about earlier. We got storms coming in, and we can tell because it's getting windy. Sounds great. You can plug up your. I did plug in my phone to it, and I'm not going to do that now though. I did plug my phone up to it, and it found the music on it and played well. Got a clock up here, hazards. Air conditioner works really well. With that. Down here is where you've got a place to plug in your headphone jack, and then there's also a spot for Bluetooth, and of course another cigarette lighter adapter. little cubby hole here, so I'm betting on certain other trim models there's probably some switches or something like that to go there. Maybe if it's this is a 2-wheel drive model, so I would be curious. Maybe this is where the switches are for the 4-wheel drive. Another little cubby hole back up inside here. It's not too deep. Cup holders in there. Nice deep well inside of here. And what do we have here? You can't really see it on the video, but it's another cigarette lighter adapter. So at least they've given us plenty of those. That's kind of about it with this car. On probably a 1 to 10 scale, if you're wanting more of a heavier duty SUV, not so much luxury, you don't really care so much about the ride, then this might be one that you want to consider. If you're an off-roader, even though this is not a 4-wheel drive, it feels like a 4-wheel drive and it drives like a 4-wheel drive. I would, if that's the car you're looking for, I would probably, overall, I'm going to give this thing probably an 8. I do like the way it feels. It's a little rough, but I'm okay with that because that's kind of what I expected. If you're wanting a softer ride, more of a luxury type thing, and you're into the soft, cushy stuff, this is probably not going to be the car for you. If you're an off-roader, you want a truck, you want something that's going to get the job done, I would bet the 4-wheel drive model on this. It feels like there's nothing I could do to get stuck. So that's my opinions on this. So if there's give me opinions down here at the bottom and let me know if you like it, if you agree, disagree. Feel free. I'm just, of course, giving you my opinion. Thank you for listening, and give me some thumbs up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.